TV commercial model, Tessa Caris. And finally, we have singer, songwriter, and content creator, Gia Gingolan. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Can you please give yourselves a warm round of applause? I am very honored
tonight.
yes, to see all of you here. And of course, good afternoon to you too, Tessa. Hi.
Good afternoon, Gian, and of course, good afternoon to our audience and participants as well. And like you, I am sincerely excited to be part of this pageant celebrating beauty that knows no boundaries. I'm grateful to be part of this event and to discover what our participants have in store for us.
Yes, you got that right, Tessa. And today we continue to celebrate talented and beautiful individuals who are redefining the standards and definitions of beauty. With the help of the Miss Possibilities Foundation, girls of all ages have found empowerment.
And before we officially begin our pageant and introduce our beautiful participants, to tell us more about the mission of the Miss Possibilities Foundation, please welcome one of the incredible people behind this movement who earned the title of Miss Thailand not once but twice.
Wow, that's amazing. And did you know that she has also won the title of Mrs. World and is an incredible mom to her daughters Joey and JC.
She is the president and founder of the Miss Possibilities Foundation. Please welcome Mrs. Susanna Yuzon.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction, and good afternoon, everyone. We are so excited to be back here, and welcome to the 6th Miss Possibilities pageant. This is an inclusive celebrity fashion show as well as a pageant for people with disabilities. So we were forced to take a 2-year break due to the pandemic, but we are so ecstatic to be back here face to face. During the pandemic, we did what we could to provide some extra income to the therapists and teachers by asking them to create free webinars for families to access and utilize because kids with disabilities were in quarantine and without therapies in schools. So they are still on our Facebook page and up for anyone to access at any time. So now we are able to return to our activities, such as we've been doing for the last 8 years, medical missions, free therapies, advocating, and educating about disabilities. This event is created to celebrate our individuals with disabilities, to be able to give the public the opportunity to see the true beauty of people with disabilities the way that their families and loved ones see them every day. Our message today is that there's no wrong with how God created any of us. God doesn't make mistakes, we all know that. And we are all different in so many ways, and we have our own unique strengths and weaknesses. So having a disability does not mean inability. There's nothing wrong with having a disability, and there's no flaw or defect in anyone you see on stage today. So disabilities only become limiting when a society expects people with disabilities to live in an exclusive world. So a world with very few schools accepting of a different or slower mind, a world without accessibility for people with wheelchairs or other limitations of mobility, or for those with sensory issues. So we're still in a world with little or no opportunity for independence or employment or to be a productive member of society. People with disabilities don't need to be fixed. What we need is to fix how we view the disabilities and how much inclusivity we can add to our world. We need to dismantle the barriers that those with disabilities face every day. So ask yourself, are you in a position to employ someone with a disability? Or make your workplace wheelchair accessible? Are you in a position to invite a child with disabilities to your own child's birthday? And are you just in a position to be a friend, like a true friend with someone with disabilities? We all could do something to be more inclusive. So that's why we are here today, to remind us to celebrate all of God's creations and to shine light on the inequality that those with disabilities face in everyday life, and to be inspired to not only make a change, but to be the changes yourself in your schools, in your workplaces, neighborhood, churches, wherever you know that would benefit from the beauty of people with disabilities. So this event would not be possible with so many people working it. The first of all would not be possible with funding. So I wholeheartedly thank our sponsors and our donors who made this event possible, especially this year, because after such a difficult economic times that we're all experiencing, our sponsors and our donors stepped up and supported Miss Possibilities and our mission. On a personal note, I praise God and thank my family for their support, their sacrifices, and their generosity year in and year out. I am grateful for the hosts, the panelists, the celebrities, volunteers, the media here today, and the families for entrusting us with their person or their child with disabilities. And do you know it's incredible that most people don't know about Miss Possibilities, but it's been this way for the last 6 events? No one here on stage that you see, the volunteers, the celebrities, the hosts, the panelists, no one is receiving a professional fee or a salary. Everyone is here because they want to volunteer to make our world a better place in our own ways. So it's amazing that we can have a show of this caliber. What amazes me even more is our Miss Possibilities team. We are friends before we became a team and working together. And I call them our Miss Possibilities family because that's who we become. We become more of a family. And you'll be surprised that there's so few of us that's actually working it every year. So I would like to introduce them on stage today, and please clap loud for them and their families that have sacrificed so much. So first we have our treasurer of Miss Possibilities, Jacqueline C. Alba. And since it's Mother's Day tomorrow, Stephen Alba, her husband, and her daughter Cassie is here. Just a small gift from MP. Next we have Dr. Marga Carpio. With her husband Nick and Coco and Kobe.
Go Nick!
We have teacher, we call her Teacher Reg, Regina Celestial, with her daughters Selena and Sabrina. With her husband Conan and child and her children Marquise and Cadence. This is the first time I'm seeing her since COVID. She's the newest member of our MP. Next we have a gentleman that's responsible for so much beauty that we're going to see on stage today, Mr. Eric Rodel Dallo. We also have Miss Karina Dela Cruz with her husband Ramil Dela Cruz and her sons Javi and Seal. Next we have Teacher Joy Della Rosa with Kobe. And if not for this event would not happen without Wishcraft. So a big thank you to Wishcraft, Direct Joan, and especially Isa Ispin. Her husband Marty cannot be here, and her child Marty, husband Anthony cannot be here, but she's one of the amazing moms that we have. Next we have Malu Larian with her husband Charles Larian and her kids Marcus, Reese, and Nico. One of our core members that could not be here but made this event possible today is Maggie Margarita Evangelista. So she could not be here with us today, but I would like to invite her husband, Lee J. Evangelista, on stage for us. Her sons are Don Don and Leon. We have next Miss Debbie Page with her husband Jason and her son Sean. We have next Miss Myra Sepe with her husband Fernando Sepe and Emilio or Leo.
Black leather.
And our next one is our doctor that cares for many of our kids, but she also has a golden heart, and she just flew in straight from the States off the plane. So, Dr. Mamiko C. Next we have Mr. Martin C. and Bill Casare. And one of our Secretary General is Miss Raquel Uy. Her children are Riley and Javi, and her husband is Jesse. They couldn't join us today, but RQ is always here to support us. And the next board member that we have, I call her my fairy God sister, I should say, because she's always there to answer all our prayers. Anything that we're missing, she's there. Miss Imelda Tang and her husband Eric Tang. But last, because alphabetically, Mr. John Meljuzon, my husband, and my daughters, Joey and JC. That's Giselle Diaz, and her mom's not on stage. Her mom's helping outside, backstage right now. So thank you to Kat Diaz as well. So this is our team, everyone, and every year, before COVID, we were able to put on about 70 activities every year, including this one and only fundraiser that we have annually. So thank you for supporting us. I hope you enjoy the show, and enjoy the show, everyone. We really worked hard this year. We prayed harder. So thank you so much for being here.
Let's all take a quick photo opportunity.
thank you so much, Susanna, and thank you as well to the Miss Possibilities Board and